Greetings, folks. This is Tim, the Ancient Gamer 759, coming at you on the windy little planet of, let's see, Pilaze. Looks like 4C. And I'm not really here to show you the planet, but I just thought since I was parked here at this one POI and already taken care of it, I'd give a short, well, maybe not short, but a fairly short tour of the Pathfinder on the inside. I know a lot of people have seen it already, but hey, I know that a lot of you decorate the inside of your ship, and that's what I've done, and I want to show you some features and stuff. And my main goal is to show you the holodecks. I have done some good stuff in there. It looks really cool, and I want to show it to you. So now we're going to go on into the ship here. All right. This is, of course, the loading dock, but it's also where I make and modify spacesuits. I put my spacesuit um, workshop down here, and I put some stuff in here, and I've hidden some of these machines that they put in because this is an industrial workbench, but it doesn't look like it. And then I've got the shelves that got some stuff on it. And since I've already gone after the mantis, I have the razor leaf and have already cleaned out there. I put the suits in here, and as soon as I get around to wanting to do the razor leaf and the pirate quest, then I'll do that. This is the actual though. This one here, because I have a mod that changes the old suit to this. This is what the new suit looks like. It's pretty cool, and they give you the pain blade and everything. Actually, when you're at the hideout for the mantis, you get more than that. You get actually some clothing that looks a lot like the actual suit. Plus, you get another pain blade that's not as good. And this is I got this mod to do something with the Mantis suit originally, but these are ecliptic suits. For some reason, I don't know why he called them that, but I think that this is definitely a good resemblance, considering that the other guy did pretty much the same thing. So it's really all cool. When I am doing the quests, I will put my follower in this suit, and I will wear that suit. And of course, this is my workbench, and I got a storage, and of course my display cases or racks, and a research lab. I pretty much gotten everything. I have actually researched everything there is to research so far for spacesuits, except that I've got to figure out. Somebody showed me a mod that I can get the legendary, strip the legendary stats and stuff off of weapons. I don't know if they've got one for spacesuits, but I'm still looking to see if I can find that one. Pardon me, that cough. I tried to muffle it as best I could. And down here they didn't have a cargo hold, so I went ahead and put a cargo hold what do they call these things? A monitor? Oh, whatever it is. Access, cargo hold access. But I put it in several places because the ones that came with the ship are up near the cargo holds on the next deck. Well, not the next deck. What's the deck's that? Next deck up. Hang on a second, folks. Seem to have a catch, a feather in my throat or something here. Oh, deck 4. Whoops. Deck 4. I love it that you don't have to climb ladders or anything here, because the turbo lift works just great. This is a nice innovation. And of course, this is the deflector dish array that is at the bottom of the ship there. You can see it from the outside, but this is also an armillary. I never can say that right. It's like tongue tire twister for me. Might be because I'm missing a few teeth, but as you can see, you got to put some put some of these monitor screens and a couple of console desks, because it was pretty bare. It looked pretty bleak. Now it looks like something, you know. And filled this chest up with a bunch of goodies from, you know, shipbuilding or just building supplies. And another console, more screens. It's all pretty cool. And we're going to go on down here. I got a couple of my crew members. I have 10 on this ship right now. A couple of my crew members sleep down here, and the rest are elsewhere. But this is one of the little crew areas. All the lockers open up. I'm going to put a little more clutter in here, and of course this hookah I put in here. It didn't come with the ship. But anyway, we'll go on down here. This is main engineering. And as you can see, if you've flown this ship, that I have encased the warp core in a protective barrier. And of course, these come with it, but yeah, it gives it a real radioactive feel, you know, the personal protective equipment. I got a table over here with all kinds of gear and equipment for monitoring the warp core there. And, this is where Kai sits. I've got one of my crew members sitting down here, and calculations board. That looks good. Just recently put that in here. And we'll go on up to deck 3. That's where most of the crew is stationed. But I got a full bridge crew. That looks pretty cool. You'll see when I get up there. Because I'll end things up there in the ready room on the bridge. Okay, so we're in deck 3. And as you can see, it's looking pretty normal, but as you go along here, I've got the little robots out and running around. And this is the mainframe, but I also turned it into like a data storage area. I put these bookcases in, and a locker to put some of the data slates in. But most of the stories, they get put onto these things here. And this isn't the only place I've got the stories. The stories are gonna be on Moonhinge too, and I also have bunch of stuff here. All kinds of. Some of these are little stories from ships I was on. You know, it only had one or two little slates, like the center wing, B wing, and final report type thing there. I think everything broken belongs there too, but it might go with this one. But anyway, those ones were in that Neurodyne botanical laboratory that's on the planet and has all the overgrowth and bugs in it. Okay, and this is the actual cargo holds. It says cargo bay. But this came with it, and this is where you can actually refuel the ship. You can't do it. There's not one on the bridge that was there originally. And I've gone and added more to this, you know, like this wasn't in here. And put some extra crates and the helium cage over there, and not a lot, you know. There's still stuff in these that I've never taken out. It came on with the ship when I got it, and those things, those Pathfinder spacesuits. Look at, there's 15 of them there, but there's also another 15 or 20 down there, and with the rest of the spacesuits. I just never saw that one and just left it there. I thought, oh well. And you know, I put that back there. And of course, these correspond to underneath the ship. You can see these panels under the ship, and it all looks good. And you know, I put a couple of things in here, you know, so the crew can. And they actually will go on here and start using this stuff when it's they're on their off times. When I'm on a planet somewhere, they get their off time and they'll come and mess with all these little spots. It's really cool to see. And onward down this way to the Xeno Lab. I just wish that you could use this. I mean, actually capture an animal and throw it in here. That would be so cool. But, nah. And so I've, you know, put down some clutter in this one, and I added a workbench and a couple of mannequins with lab suits. This is a hazmat suit, of course, but these funny little buggers move when you turn away and you look back. It's really cool. They got an autopsy table for dissecting animals, you know, and then there's the this one holds a lot of uniforms and stuff for labs and doctors and the things. And like these two, that one, this one, and that one, they all were part of the ship. But these weren't. Anyway, onward. And on down here, we got the research lab. And this research lab was looking kind of bare, and I kind of added a little more to it, and everybody can find their way through it. It works real good, and I like it that you can get on these things, and there's some actual entry logs from the Star Trek crew that was on here and vanished into an anomaly, and the ship was left behind. I think they went through the Unity from the way it describes it, that they all got sucked into the Unity and the ship was left behind, like it does when you go through the Unity. You lose your ship, you lose everything. So I think they all got sucked into the Unity. And of course I put another mannequin in here, and well, there's one of the crew members. And this is Laura. She's a thief, and I forget what else. Oh, yeah, she maximizes my cargo holds. She's a payload specialist. Oh, that's pretty cool. And onward down the road here. And we'll get. Oh, we went the wrong way. We're going the wrong way. Sorry, guys. A torpedo room. This is pretty bare too. I added a screen over there, a console, and some leaning spots, and a computer server, just because it looks good. I don't know why a torpedo room would need a computer server, but...
Hello, Captain!
Deflector array, secondary. I think it is called, yeah. Secondary deflector array. Yeah. And there's one of my gals. This was a hireling. It wasn't actually somebody that gave a name to. And of course, you got the med bay. And this is Dr. Julia Castellanos. And yeah, well, she did have a physician's uniform on. She still got it. But I dressed all the gals in some sexy clothing because she herself wears sexy clothing. Yeah. Okay. And these beds, which was a bummer, I found out that you can't even lay on them. And that was a bummer, because I managed to slide this one in there, and it was hard. It takes a bit to manipulate it until it actually falls into place, and you can rest there, when you have that yellow bar on your health meter. And of course, I think the doc will show up. Where's the doc? You got a second doc, a hologram doctor. Come on, dude. Where are you? Oh, there he is. Sneaky bugger he is. He's got a wonderful accent.
I trust you'll put this to good use.
I love that accent. Isn't that great, folks? That's just something else. Anyway, let's see. I'll buy some of that. Okay. Anyway, and you can make him go. He costs, though. If he fixes you up, he will cost you. I think I'm going to leave him out for a while because he wanders around between decks 2 and 3 here. But he'll move out of your way just like any other follower or crew member. And onward down this way, of course. Yeah, both. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix that server down there and get it a little tight. See this one here? The other one's kind of in a funky position. I'm gonna fix it so it looks like this one. Okay, anyway, over to the mess hall. This is so cool. I love this ship. It's great. Look at these big picture windows. Just something to think on here, man. You just sit down and check out the scenery. Yeah, look at that. While you're eating. That's a pretty cool thing. That big orange sky. Of course, I put in some dealies there. So it doesn't work. I've got ones that you can actually put things in, these recycle bins and whatnot. But yeah, I gave them a fishbowl and portrait. They were all pretty bare. And these tables were full of food at one time or another, but I've been using it as I go along, and I'll eventually refill them. I also put a couple extra machines in here. One for UC. You get the UC meals and all that Xenofresh fish food, fishy food. And in this wall was just covered with these things, cooking replicators, all up and down that. So I put in a stool and a wall to block them off. No, I didn't. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I put a wall in to block them off, and put up the Red Mile gambling screens, still for them to sit on, mess hall. And I left one of the replicators, but it's got the stove, so I didn't see the need for all the replicators. And I love it with the survival, the Blackest Seas mod. It makes survival needed. You got to eat, drink, sleep, and all that. And it added it to the stoves, the drink button, where you can just drink some water. And then I added some of this here. This was always there, this little, you can't move it either. But I added a Terrabrew coffee maker and a little fridge that I can put stuff in. Yeah. course, to use the stove, I have to have the stuff in the hold in order to make things. Anyway, moving on. And this restroom was useless, so I got one of my little decorations. It comes with all that stuff. Didn't have to place it. It is the sign and everything. Just stuffed it in there. That way they won't get stuck getting in there. And this is your botany lab. I haven't done a lot with this. Not really. I mean, there wasn't much I could do. I thought about putting some more of these in, but nah, I didn't want to. It was pretty cool as it was. I mean, it is a botany lab. I mean, it doesn't need a lot of equipment, you know. But it came with the science crate. There's an lab outfit here and ready for use. And here in the this little area, I put a mannequin. And he's touching the plants and a few of them in here. A few of these plants. I don't know, where is this? This one. This one. I don't seem. I think I've already. It hasn't grown back. Well, some of them will give you fiber. These plants when they've grown back. Anyway, onward. Oh, we're back to the cargo bays. Alright, so down this way we've got, this is the brig. I remember in the other video I told you that's where I store the bodies. Oh, it's open. I forgot to lock it. But as you can see, I just tossed them in here, and they still haven't disappeared. That's been a long time. I don't know how long it takes for them to disappear. I really don't. But anyway, I'm gonna lock this one to keep the crew and stuff out of there. Oh, take one off. Oops. I want it as barred. That one. There. So, anyway, on down here. This is main engineering, which I don't think it really is, but it's got all the machines and stuff. Here's another crew member. This is Gideon, I believe.
What's up?
Yeah. That's old Gideon. Yeah, he's a good dude. I added this, but it doesn't do anything. I thought, oh, it's gonna have an emergency switch. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, some more goodies here. Yeah, for going inside. We'll go inside this one. In here, it's got the. These are all actually crew records. I haven't actually I've read this one, but I haven't read them all. Don't know. They're individual crew members, though. I started to read one or two of them, and that's the way it is. And you also have your decorate button there. They've got decorate buttons all over the ship. Anyway, I put the wall in. That wasn't there, of course, as you know. And it all works together. Oh, there's one thing down on deck 4. There where Kai was. I told you Kai was sitting. Well, the panel right next to him has spots for emergency cells. 6 of them. You can put them in there, and I still don't know what they do. I haven't figured it out. Don't know if it does anything. Maybe they're just there to put in. Well, anyway, I filled it up. And as you can see, I have her husband, Sam, is here. Yeah. And of course, little Cora down over here. There she is. She's got her assigned spot. and her assigned bed. I don't know if I've got any bounties at the moment. No bounties, good. Okay, I haven't blown anybody up on accident. Actually, there's a couple things I have done that were on purpose, but like the colony ship, forever and a day I have always tried to help them fix it and get it gone. And guess what? When you help them fix it and even get the little side quest for the one gal that wants to leave done, they never leave. Well, I haven't been back there since I blew it up because I overloaded the reactors and blew it up. So I don't know if it's still there, but I swear it might be one of those things where it's a ghost ship. You can see it, but you can't board it, can't lock onto it. But I put this down here for the books because Cora likes her books. Of course, there's a couple of replicators down here for who knows what reason. The guy that made this ship. But it's a great job, regardless, you know. And I kind of made this back area kind of a little library because little Cora there, she complained about it. What's nice about this also is I can pick up some missions if I want. Crimson Fleet. They've got 4 of them in here. I think Ryujin. I have never done those. And I haven't even started that. But I might do the Ryujin ones this time. And I got a full one there. Yeah. I keep collecting the books. It doesn't matter. I've got repeats of others in there, but yeah, it lines up pretty good. Onward. Coming to the part I really want to show you, which is the holodeck. That's on deck 2. This is a working deck, I figured, because it's got all the places for working in, and the brig, and you know, forward torpedo room, deflector, secondary deflector, and all those good things. Because deck 2 is living quarters, so they put entertainment in, I guess. And this is her cabin. We're going to unlock this, and I'll show you in her cabin. I've done a few things. And unlock. Thank you. Oops, that didn't work. Unlock. There it goes. I probably just unlocked the bottom door, or some other door that I'm not sure of. But anyway, okay. This is the captain's cabin. Originally, a lot of this stuff wasn't here, you know. Of course, the table and the chairs were, but the gun rack over there, it's always been there. Wait a minute, something's missing here. Oh man, my EM rifle is missing. I thought it was here. It's made for making people go to sleep. I'll have to go through the... I may have put it in the freaking hold again. Oh well. Well, I'll find it. Anyway, of course I put the pistols in the hat racks. Of course, a little plant down here and the beer crates. She gets to keep all the booze. And then here it was pretty bare too. All it was the couch and the rug. That was it. And so I put her own little bar in, you know. And it doesn't really offer you anything like some of the bars I've got. And I got the blend crate and Solomon's Reserve. Well, I got 70 of those. I'll put a little more clutter in this room, and that cooler chest has got all the booze in it. And of course, I had to put that in there too, the little captain's locker. I didn't have one up there. There it does, but I wanted one in her quarters. And of course, I told somebody in our 50s plus group that I always put one of these up somewhere in my ship. Gotta have one. It's your crew's a headache. Yeah. It's funny, these things, they don't even work. They're in there, but they don't work. I don't know why the guy did that. But you got these model ships everywhere. There's one, though, that is different from the rest. But anyway, back here, the bed doesn't have any bed cover, but the little nightstands are all there. All the stuff on it is already there, including the little tiny Sealies over there. But that velocity helped light up that corner over there. It's like a little night light. But the blender. I got my own Terra Brew maker, and of course this countertop wasn't here, and neither was this one or that fridge. None of those were here. There was just a blank wall there, I think. Or was it? I don't. Oh no, it was a replicator. I didn't want it there, so I covered it up. That's that cooking replicator. But anyway, I've got to put a plate down and some toast, and maybe I'll throw something in the microwave. But that's a little hard to do because you got to kind of tilt it up. It's not easy to get anything into that thing, even though the door flaps open. Okay, onward. It's open. I like to lock it later, afterwards too, because, well, crew, when they're running around, they tend to want to go in the captain's cabin all the time. Any room I don't want them in, I lock. Like the brig. Okay. Alright, down here is, of course, the transporter room. When you get to ship, you get some interesting stuff you can put into your outpost. And this little section here, the round section, just the round section here, it's a piece that you can use on your outposts. Wait till you see what I've done with one. Done with them. I got a couple of outposts that use them that are great effect. Anyway, this is a dilithium or deuterium. I forget which one it is. Storage, but wasn't much to this place. But I put in some, things where they can stand and look like they're doing something. Every now and then I'll get one of the crew in here, and they'll actually use it. But there's some ones that came with the ship. Where's one? There it is. Clipboard animation. But I put this one in here. This science crate. It's got an infinite amount of space, so I can put as much helium in here as I want. That's for when I need to fill the tank of this beastie. But take a look at what the fuel on this thing is. You got 65. Oh, look at here. I'm about out. I'm going to have to refill soon. Anyway, and you can also, of course, fill them at any of the ship service techs or one of your outpost landing pads that has it. So you can do that. Okay, and here's the main crew quarter, and I got most of the crew sleeps here. I got several of them here. This This one's Mora's and Sam, but I got Finn and somebody else over here. I forget who. Like I said, I have 10 crew members. Most of them are named. I've got Marika and a whole bunch of them. I got even Hadrian Sanan. She's part of my crew. And I got a crew member that sleeps here because I ran out of beds. And I kind of did the old-fashioned thing. I've got this one's a woman's bunk. This is all guys. And across the hall over here, of course, you've seen the captains. And these are all the gals. This is all the females. Marika, the doctor. Let's see, Hadrian. And I forget who's in that one. Oh, probably one of the. So I forget who's in that one. It doesn't matter anyway. Anyway, this is an armory. It's not the best in the world. I never really do anything in here. I just kind of spruced it up a bit. And they do have spots. You know, spacesuit workbench, weapon workbench, and that's just nah. Then I put some shelves and stuff in here to make it better. Of course, that's the armory, and you've seen that. Now for the best part, the holodeck. All right, folks, this is where I had some fun, real fun decorating. We'll start over here in the Starlight Lounge. Of course, Mora is going to be with me. He comes with me wherever I go. Moara. These are the NPC, and they spawn in, but you can make them spawn out. You just got to turn them off, okay, like that. And then you can turn them back on. And you got sitting around tables. I put the dance squares on there so that they could do that. You know, I fixed up a card table over here. Moara. I never can. Some of these names they come up with. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Moara. Of course, I got a hookah table. And this is a working jukebox that I placed in here. See, right now it's, I think, on the bar mix. Yeah. See? And then, let's change it to party mix. And, this is pretty cool. Oh, here's that other ship that is, not the Pathfinder. It's the only one that I've ever found in the ship that's like that. There are no others that I can see. So, yeah. Huh. This was in here, but I didn't know that you could grab this stuff. Huh. That's interesting. Learn something new every day. Huh. It's like a little shelf I can put stuff on here. See that bottle over there? It was sitting in a spot I couldn't. See over here, now that I can pick it up, I'm gonna put some more booze and stuff on these shelves and stuff later. But he got a bartend animation. Hey folks, what it'll be? You want a beer? I got cocktails over there. But even one of the NPCs will stand behind that once in a while. Get out of the way, Mora. Mora! Mora! Oh, Ara, get the heck out of the way, dude. But I didn't add too much to this. I moved things around, but and put the pool table in. It wasn't here originally, nor was the little taxidermy. Anyway, onward. That was the Starlight rounds. All those taps, you can get beer out of them for price, of course. And same thing with the cocktail bar. You pay a price and you get cocktails. Alright, the next one is the botanical greenhouse. This is actually, I think, the greenhouse there on the end of the lodge. It's been repurposed as this. And it turned out pretty good. I'm liking it. I'm not going to do any more with this. It looks really nice. I got it all planted out. It was really bare before and didn't look like it. Dude, come on. This is enough of this. Oops, what are you doing? Oops. Come on. Here we go. I need you to relax, please. So he's not right on my tail all the time. But, some of these plants were already here, like that one there. But, this is a little venom tree. Like the one that's in the Varun embassy. But a littler one in a pot. I can actually put one somewhere one of these days. It's full size. Huge. Massive tree. And I gave him some beverages and stuff. I like the all the aquariums. Those go good in here. And they're, pretty cool. And these ones actually have little fish in it. It's hard to see sometimes. I don't know if it makes a difference whether the lights are on or not. No, not really. Anyway, I collected them up enough of the little bowls, goldfish bowls, and I got a small one of these and a large one of those. And that's in some of my stuff. I think that's the functional decor mod. This was a standalone mod. This particular aquarium, that's all it was just this. But it's really cool. I like it. I had to put 2 in. Yeah, you can sit here, chill and drink your tea or your coffee, and watch the fish. And then on down the way here. And of course I did the logos in here. You got the Varun over here where the tree is, and then you see colonies, and then the Free Star logo. I can put one each in. And under the colonies you can see the Star Trek logo. And down here we've got the projector. I've been trying to find places to use that. This one turned out to be pretty good. You can actually turn them off. But I'm not going to do that because you got to wait till you come back to turn on them before it comes back on. I don't know. Wait a minute. Let's try it. Turn it off. Give it a second. It should come back on. Yeah, there it is. Great. That works. This is a funny tree here. You can't walk just straight into it. You got to kind of work your way around the little collision boxes there, but that's cool. Got a nice little setting spot back here in the foliage. Foliage. There we go. And this is the botanical gardens. A lot of time went into doing this. Yeah.
Hope the Black Sea is treating you all right.
Yep. That's the mod that allows me to eat and sleep and fill my tank on my ship. It's all in one. It's just all inclusive. You have to eat, have to sleep. Over a certain amount of time too. with this mod, you will start taking health damage, which is pretty good. Okay, we were just there, so we're going to the armory. Armory's cool. It's pretty good size.
I do love it, you know.
Oh,
Don't you?
Sidonia.
Just wish everyone else
Moara's
felt the same
greatest hits. Yeah, you like these guys, man. Aren't those great? They're weapons racks. Yeah. These are all weapons. These all came with. These ones did. These all. These racks. And they work right. But you see why what I've did on this side? Those particular weapon racks back there, they put the gun in sideways. They don't stand it up or anything. They're faulty. So I just don't even use them. And I put up some other of the display racks. And eventually, I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to put some weapon display things here on these, and put some of the blades out, because I got the one that'll let me put the blades on these things. That, as you can see, I got another display case here, tilted. It's got some of the old-fashioned weapons, the old Earth weapons. Of course, this is the workbench, and we've got the storage. This is all the blades. What's wrong with you? Oh, that's okay. You can stay there. Sometimes they get stuck at the doors, and you have to go talk to them before they go do anything. But out in the field, if you're standing, they'll start moving around doing their own thing. I can set it different, but I haven't. But anyway, on down this way. I put these in too, because again, those back ones didn't work worth a darn. And they're starting to fill up. I got some good ones. There's an interesting set in here. See these here? A vampire's sidearm and a vampire's gift. I got those in some sort of reward. I forget what it was from though. But they both were rewards. Okay. Yeah, this was pretty bleak in here too. You know, there wasn't a whole lot going on, and I got to put all these cases up. I have no idea what that does. Never was able to be used. And of course, the lockers already came in here, but I haven't put anything in there. Not these ones anyway. And these were a lot of these were already in here. It's the large ones. The weapons cases, large weapon, heavy weapon case. Yeah. And I've got the stands for weapons to put them on a stand. And industrial workbench, because you can make ammo at them. You know, you can make all the ammo you want as long as you got the proper stuff. You got the primers. And these are where I keep all the old Earth weapons on this side. And of course, you got you got some targets down here that you can do that. And oops, I missed the hammer. Ha ha! Missed the hammer. Huh? There, got it that time. And a soccer ball. And over on this side, which is Bay 2, you got Bay 1 and Bay 2, which is pretty cool. Anyway, I put an actual ammunition crate here, so it says ammunition on it, so I got ammunition in it. And I wonder what's making the funny noise. Oh well. I ain't gonna worry about it. But here's another industrial workbench, of course, for making ammunition. And there I have the primers. And I put some shells. I'm gonna eventually put more of the little odds and ends that you use to put stuff in here, or build things, or redo. No more target practice. That's actually from one of the ships that I boarded. I've got a couple of those. But let's get ready here, because here
Massive damage.
you can bring a robot up and shoot it. Isn't that fun? But anyway, that's the armory vault for you. Okay, we're moving on.
Hey, it's my personal savior.
Okay, the next one is the training range. Now this
Been
one
in the
I
Vanguard a long time. The faces change, but bad guys are still bad guys, you know.
oh, he's gonna leave. Yeah, he is. Oh well, that's cool. That's fine by me. He can leave. I told him to relax. Anyway, this room was pretty stark and bare at one time, and it didn't even have these walls or anything. I put them in, and in here you had various things. There was a weapons workbench in here that you couldn't move from anywhere. It sat right here, and if you tried to move it to here, it wouldn't set. It just wouldn't work. So I put one of these ones in because they go anywhere. But this was way over on the other side of the wall there, and it did allow me to put it there. And this was permanent. You can't move it. Can't do anything with it. So that's where that is. You can't even delete it. That's how weird that is. Anyway, these are the training ranges. And you know, it's like any other shooting range. You got your timetable, and you know, you can put your weapons on it, and you know, put some ammo and scores and things like that. Because there is these are from the things that I killed in here. Because at every one of these. Well, that crate sure did make it dark back here. But you got the little ceiling fans. But here we go. You get a maroon every night, or the clicker. And like it says, there are no safety protocols. They've been disabled, and you can't get hurt or die in here. So make sure you kill whatever it is you got in here. And I usually come through and grab at least something. But that one's just that, and then of course you got one that's... He is still there. Why is that still there? This guy, I don't know why he's here, but I haven't been able to get rid of him either. He's like another one of those weird things. I suppose I could clip through this and see if I can get rid of him somehow, but why? It's all right. You make a nice little blood puddle. Yeah, but every one of these has got a button that you can put an ecliptic down there. I don't know why they chose ecliptic, but Eh, why not? They're a bunch of dicks anyway. Let's shoot this guy. And you do get experience points for them. Let's see what you got. Superfood paste. Nah. But I've had a great time putting this stuff in here. You know, this is a real distance one. But that is pretty cool. Like I said, it didn't have its own little workroom. I'm almost tempted to put a door here, but nah, why? Why? Yeah, and then down here, we got something. Oh my goodness, it's underwater or something. Yeah, these particular holodecks and stuff are out in the environment somewhere, and this looks like it's somewhere underwater. I'm not quite sure how that works, but that was weird. Because I've walked into these hollow rooms and holodeck rooms, and there's been rocks and heck on one holodeck room. I was near a POI and it had a couple of bad guys in it, but they couldn't see you. I couldn't shoot them. It's just weird, man. And if you have this particular mod and fly the ship, you know what's in here. Terramorph, and each one of these has got another.
Damn it.
You got the spacers, the Baroon, and the ecliptics. They're all in here. The Baroon are really tough. They are the ones that usually survive longest against these Terramorphs. But that one's a little one. That one's only like a level 38 or so. This button though brings up a level 98 Terramorph. Yeah, level 30 Terramorph. This guy will get back up because he's not dead yet. At least I think so. Oh, did they get him? They did get him. Oh, interesting. Anyway, I actually made this into a workout room. I wonder if it'll let me. Oh yeah. There's no combat going on now. Anyway, onward to the next one. Look at that. Isn't that weird? Huh. Oh yeah, looky here. There's rocks. So there's somewhere outside. Okay, we'll board. Never happens in deep space. You don't get all that bleed over. It is kind of funny though. Okay, your next one is the Crystal Caverns of Lumina. I don't know if this is going to look right because it may have stuff in here that doesn't belong. A Terramorph, yo. Oh no, it isn't. That's good. No extra junk. And he took off. Huh. Anyway, this is what I've done with the place. It was quite bare and empty. And I kind of set some stuff up. I'll just give you a quick tour here. Just a place to sit and chill. And drink your Aurora. And whatever you want out of one of these machines. But the waterfall looks nice. I got a bunch of little venom plants along here. See, it's sitting on ground. You know, the only bummer about that one is it's not just sitting on the ground cross-legged, it's sitting on the ground cross-legged as a beggar. Of course, you got the Red Mile, those are Runner's Rush, and this one's Bog Grog, and of course your good old Kodos Crater Solomon Reserve out of that one. And this is the bugger that made the roar. Nasty buggers they are. Got kind of a dance floor here for a bunch of people. I might bring a bunch of them in here one day. Just tell everybody to relax and see what they do. I did that with the Astro Lounge. That's pretty cool. And I got my little hookah table here for sitting on the ground and whatnot. Yep. And down this side, of course, you got that's the Gargarian statue. This is so open I had to do something with the middle of this, so I just put a line of trees and shrubs, which turned out pretty good. This over here is where you make your Aurora. Yeah. So you got the pharmaceutical lab, and there is everything you need to make it. Of course, I haven't done anything with this yet either. There's got to be clutter and stuff. I'm gonna put some junk in there, like some of the bot stuff over there. And now we'll come around over here real quick. Behind this here, see, these are the set of just hookah tables, chairs. Sit down, toke your hookah, drink your Aurora, and you're good to go. And since he is a Vanguard, I went ahead and put that in there, and put a thing that you can stand there and look at it. This one's a big mech. I put a bench there. Down here I got a whole section full of bones. Just bones. These caverns are pretty cool. I got the Ryuji Dragon hanging out over the falls there, and over on the other end here too. These falls were really cool. That's right where this bridge was. I was kind of like, what am I gonna do with this? But you know what? I might just put some sitting spots over here by the Golden Dude. But I did put a bench up here so you could sit and look at the waterfall, or come over here and sit on the edge and check out the giant crystals. Hey? Yeah. And they sing on their own, so they're always making sounds. And on down ways here, we got another one of the big statue and a sitting place for watching the waterfall, a meditation place, you know. Here, this is kind of funny. This is actually a navigation table, or a navigation thing. It's one of the different navigation things that you can get. Navigation tables, yeah. And this is just a set of couches. The luxury couches. I may put a coffee table out here somewhere sometime later. But right now, this is all that matters. Here's another mech to look at. Only this one you can stand and look at it. And of course I've got a Sealy's, and then this is your nasty Aquila monster, the Ashta. And I put the big Sidonia face statue in here. So that looks real good. And the last one is, of course, the another set of aquariums for chilling. And that's it. Well, the last one I don't need to show you because there's nothing in there. It's actually a boarding party simulation, and you got to turn on all the bad guys. And, well, oh, it looks like the change of shift is on. They're all coming out. I'll let them go where they're going. So, as you can see, I got a bunch of them. Oh, they're coming to bed. Yeah. You got Finn. Oh, wait. There's the other two.
Ready for action, Captain.
And this is my Explorer. He acts kind of like a navigator. And since they're all in bed... Oh, here comes Sam.
How you doing, darling? I just can't stop smiling around you. Hey, I got a rep. Anytime, anywhere, I'm all ears. You bring color, beautiful blazing ones to a world of gray. Well, if you must.
Yeah, if he's heading to bed. Well, I was going to show you them all at their stations, but it looks like it's bedtime for them all. They run on UT time. But here's all the ladies. We got Major Snan and Marika. They both have their plaques, but they don't have plaques for these guys. This one's Julie, and of course Laura. But anyway, finally the bridge. And I added a couple of screens in here, that one and that one. No, those ones were in here, yeah. Those were already here. But this one was not. I put that one in here, I think. It's hard to say. No, these are the ones I put in, yeah. You can see the backs on them, yeah. Anyway, and I put the little bench in here and a place to stand holding a data slate. I put these in here. All these screens, every one of them were put in here, except, you know, the main ones that are part of the main bridge. You got the dome window up here. That's pretty cool. And of course, since you've driven this ship, if anybody's got it, this is it. Dome cover and main lights, you can turn them all off. Everybody's gone to bed. Poosh, nighttime. Or you can turn on the red alert. You got a red area. So the way you find the ship is with this off and this on. When you find it out there in the middle of the anomaly, this is what you got. And all the, of course, the dome and the front shutter are closed, but and these things look stupid without a keyboard. I had to add the keyboards to them. just didn't make any sense, even for technology of that time. Here's my yeah, cargo hold access, but no need to refill. No can refill here. Last but not least, ready room. Of course, I've put these in here. They're not standard in here. And didn't do much in here, as you can see. All I did was add this display case with the Doom weapons. Yep. You gotta find all these little plushies there when you do the Doom one. I'm sure you guys know that. This is where I put the armor and the weapons is up here in the captain's ready room. Looks pretty cool. And this nav console is actually covering another one of those food replicators. It's one of those ones that little spell book thingy I showed you. Well, this is one of the other ones. It's this one right here. And of course, the captain's desk. It didn't come with the captain's logs or ecliptic communiques and the like, but yeah, this is it. This is her ship, and she's loving it. It's the baddest ass ship in all of the settled systems, even beyond. So, I hope you liked the tour. Hope you enjoyed it. This is your favorite gamer, ancient gamer, Tim759, signing off, and we'll see you in the next one.